This summer will feature some Black-owned businesses on Face Estate. First up today, the haberdasher of Hartford, A.J. Johnson, who owns Brothers Johnson 1929 hats. He's joining us now from his brand new location at the Westfarms Mall. A.J., good to see you.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, my friend. First of all, tell me how you got the idea for a hat business years ago.
Absolutely. So me and my brother were in Italy, and my father passed, and I walked into his closet and realized that he had a bunch of hats, and also realized that we're 9 years apart. And so he then, said, "Hey, man, you got hats too. I got hats. Why don't we start a hat business?" And we came back to America and just started.
And today is a big day for you because you've opened a kiosk at the Westfarms Mall. Tell me about that and what it feels like to finally be doing that.
Yeah, man. It feels great, man. As a small business owner, someone who comes from an entrepreneurial family, this is an awesome opportunity to allow our brand. I mean, our family's African American, and we were raised with the ideals of strength, loyalty, and distinction. And so we wanted to create a brand that creates that for everyone, that has strength, that has loyalty, and a hint of distinction. So this is an awesome opportunity to open up a Black-owned business in Westfarms Mall.
You've also been the founder of Small Business Night Out, which is a great event featuring minority-owned businesses, and I had the pleasure of going a few years ago. Tell me what you've learned over the years from doing this in terms of what kind of entrepreneurs that you're meeting.
Yeah, I mean, this has been awesome. So Small Business Night Out is a organization that brings together Black businesses in New England. And I always believe that you lead from the front. You never lead from behind. And even during this COVID, I'm telling entrepreneurs to step out and try your business. And so I'm hoping that we can fill Westfarms Mall with a whole row of Black businesses. I'm hoping that we can even open up our own shopping mall in North Hartford, right? And cater to our market and our demographic. But this is an awesome opportunity. Our brand is a very high-end brand, and we believe in customer service and making sure you look the best when you leave.
You and I have talked about this before, and just for the benefit of our viewers, tell me a little bit about some of the obstacles that sometimes persons of color face as they try to open a business.
Yeah, I mean, one is the funding. Funding is very, very hard. Everyone hears of funding, but they don't know where to get it from. So people like Headco, they do an awesome job making sure folks in our community get funds. But I mean, one of the obstacles is just hearing about it. One of the other obstacles is knowing where to start. No one starts with $1 million inheritance like our president, right? So it's just knowing where to start and how to start. And so our message is, no matter how big or small, just start your vision. Obstacles are going to come. I mean, being Black in this country right now is very, very interesting. So, but I think there's now more time than ever to start a business as a Black person in this country.
You said something pretty major in your previous answer, and that was that you want to open a mall in North Hartford. How do you get that done?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think it comes with collaboration. I think it's small business owners, artists, and our state delegation and our governor committed, and our mayor committed to funding projects like the Barber Street Renaissance project that Howard Cahill is doing, funding folks in New Haven. I forget their names, but just funding folks like them who are in New Haven trying to build the shopping mall right now. I think his name is Curtis Highsmith. They're in New Haven doing projects like that. So it's just taking the lead of Black business owners right now and Black voices right now is very critical for economic improvement.
A.J. Johnson, Brothers Johnson 1929 hats. Best of luck to you, my friend, and we'll see you in the mall soon.
Hey, man, I hope you come down. I got a nice hat for you, man. I'm telling you, I got something for you, Dennis.
It won't look nearly as good on me as it does on you, though. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
God bless you.
Joining us now, the owners of Contemporary General Dentistry, Dr. Bryan Wilson and his wife, Corrine. They are in West Hartford, and they are expanding into downtown Hartford. And in full disclosure, Dr. Wilson has been my dentist for years. He's the one, and Corrine, who take care of these pearly whites that I have. Good to see you both.
Thank you, Dennis.
And as always, the smile is beautiful.
Well, you helped make it that way, so thank you so much. I want to ask you, when you were first back in dental school many, many years ago, how many Black students were trying to become dentists back then?
It was tough. It was a tough situation. In my class, out of 100 people, I was one of 2 Black dentists. And even since then, it really hasn't changed much. I have a new associate that has joined my practice, and she's telling me about her experience, and there's very few Black dentists there for her as well. So there's not very many. Even when I go to our local dental meetings here, the Connecticut State Dental Association meetings, I could be in a room of 700 people and we'll see 3 Black dentists.
Yeah.
And if you could hear our previous,
goes for a hygiene class too. Same thing as that. As far as hygienists in the country too, we're still at probably 2% out of 98% of hygienists that practice in this country. So yeah.
why do you think that number isn't growing?
It's tough. Dentistry is kind of almost like an old boys club, where traditionally speaking, only a certain type of person would go into dental school. When you're there, there's all the teachers were white. Really, it just hasn't really infiltrated the Black community at all. And if you don't see people like you doing some things in their profession, you are very unlikely to go in that profession as well. Whereas in medicine, there's a lot more Black medical doctors, physicians. And so since there's a lot more Black physicians there, you have kids growing up seeing Black physicians saying, I can do that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you could hear. I'm sorry, go ahead, Doreen.
I think also with just education too, I actually just gave a lecture at the legislative building about disparity in the minority community. And what I'm seeing is that it's kind of a vicious cycle. So if we can get young people that are in college educated on how wonderful the field of dentistry is, that we can have more minority dentists, dental hygienists, and that in itself will cause more people to be able to come to the dentist, and also there'll be more African-American or just even minority dentists and dental hygienists.
Right now you are in West Hartford, but you're expanding, opening a new office in downtown Hartford. Tell me about that.
It's going to be an exciting place. When I first came to West Hartford 22 years ago, I always had my eye on Hartford, doing something in Hartford. I like the city, I like the energy. And right now with Hartford going through a renovation, as they're rebuilding up Hartford, I said, you know what, I really would like to establish something that's more of a high-end type, high-quality dental office there. And so that's what we're going for. There's very few dentists in Hartford, and there's very few that have the philosophy that we have here in West Hartford, and I would just love to serve those people there.
Yeah, so we're excited. We're actually going through a renovation right now. We had purchased the practice from another doctor. It's in a historic building in downtown Hartford, and we're looking forward to expanding. Here at CGD, we have built a community of our motto is beautiful relationships, beautiful smiles, and we're looking to continue that downtown. And it's a great location. It looks out onto the park. It's in a historical building, and we're building a culture of excellent dentistry, and we're looking for patients who would love to come join us there, and it's going to be a great project. We're looking forward to it.
You both don't take your success for granted. You're very grateful for it, and I know you've both told me that you like to give back, and one of those is through the I hope I have this name right, the Bethesda Mission. Tell me about that.
Yes. So Bethesda Medical Mission is a nonprofit that was started probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we collaborated with a Dr. Roy Kellerman, who happens to be an African-American physician in the area, and Dr. Wilson is the co-founder. And we provide dental services to people in developing countries. And we've been had mission trips to Haiti and to Puerto Rico. And yeah, we've been able to serve in a lot of different places.
What's next? What's the next mission?
Well, we're pretty busy right now in Hartford doing COVID testing in different locations, both in the north end of Hartford and the south end of Hartford. We've been doing every Saturday and Sunday, and so it's been pretty busy. So we just want to continue doing that. And then maybe if we can start to fly again, we'll go back to Haiti in January.
All right, Corrine Wilson and Dr. Bryan Wilson, thank you so much for being with us this morning on Face the State, and I will see you soon. I believe I have a cleaning coming up. Be gentle. You always are there. All right.
Thank you. We'll try.
Thanks.
Bye.
Enjoy your Sunday.
Bye.